All right. Thanks for joining us again, everyone. I'm Zach Cockfield with New 2 Media. We're excited to have another real estate professional on the show today so that you can learn about another market. Nick Melillo is a real estate professional that works in a few markets, but focuses on Wilmington, Delaware, and he also does some work in Philadelphia. Nick, thank you so much for taking the time to connect with us today. How are you doing?
Absolutely. Thank you. I am doing very well. I'm a cold brew coffee guy. I had 2 of them already this morning, so I'm caffeinated and ready
Let's
to rock.
go. He's pumped up. That's great. I spoke with Nick just in the last few weeks, and Nick has been, I think, had great energy for doing the show. He totally gets it, what we're trying to do. Here at New 2 Media, we are trying to promote what is unique about markets all over the country. We're trying to help people who are thinking about making a move or people who are new to a market learn about what makes a town or a city unique. We try to talk about areas that are fantastic to live in, to talk about, of course, things like schools and other things that realtors usually talk about. Nick can help you with, but also what activities are unique to a city? What are great restaurants to go to? What are the things that really give a city its character? So first of all, let me ask you, Nick, what brought you into real estate? Tell me a little bit about your background.
Sure. So I got into real estate in 2022, like May, June. So we're right around 2 years now that I started actually like training and taking the courses and getting the licensure and all of that. And the reason I did was because I've always been interested in actually real estate investing. I've been interested in, buying like long-term rental, short-term rental properties. And the best way to kind of learn the inside of that is to be on the inside of it. So I decided to get my real estate license. And the reason, number one, is because, that was my in to kind of real estate investing, but also because I've been a sales guy forever. I'm a sales guy at heart. Since my very first job when I was 14 years old, all the way through high school, all the way through college, and to today, I've been a sales guy. And the reason I love sales so much is because, being able to help people either solve problems and or, find exactly what they're looking for, right? So I also have a passion for real estate. And so, those two things kind of just mix. Perfect.
Absolutely. What do they say? Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, it's something that you're interested in, then you can put the hours into it and really do better work for your clients too. And real estate is one of those things that is, it's always changing. I mean, I know just from the last few years, we have seen a huge ramp up. There's been a shortage of inventory. There's still a shortage of inventory. Market slowed down a little bit because of interest rates, but we know it will ramp up again. And I believe in working with professionals. So I think it's an amazing time to be in your industry.
Yeah. 80s, when interest rates were 17.5%, people were still buying houses. You can always refinance later. It's about, one of the things we kind of joke and say in our brokerage is the best time to buy other than right now is yesterday. so you might as well get on it.
Yeah. And you can refinance down the road. I think a lot of people need to, rearrange other parts of their life. They have to make sure that they're living on a budget. There are things that they need to do because investing in real estate, investing in equities, there are a few things that consistently go up in value. So it's long term, it's not getting any cheaper. Okay, fantastic. Well, what I want to do now is I want to actually show off some of the great content that you gave us. We're going to take a little bit of time to talk about some of the areas that are unique in Wilmington this time. And I'm going to switch over to a couple of the slides that you, while I'm pulling those up, do you want to give us just a little bit of background on the part of Wilmington that you're going to showcase first?
Yeah, so we're talking about Wilmington generally, kind of like there's a few highlights. One of the locations is in Trolley Square, which is kind of like an up and coming, not up and coming. It's more like a younger crowd hangs out there. That's where a lot of the bars are if you like to walk and go to bars and things like that.
Yep.
Young professionals situation. And then another location not far from Trolley Square, but we're going to talk about it's in the 9th Ward is what it's called. It's a neighborhood up there.
Yep.
That's a best pizza in Delaware. So we'll go over that. And then also I wanted to highlight a new town that's being currently constructed right now called Whitehall, which is a little south. It's actually south of Delaware or of Wilmington. It's in Middletown technically, but
Yep.
not too far.
Okay, fantastic. All right, Nick, you took the time to give us some really cool examples of things that people can do in the Wilmington area. And I want to highlight some of those places that people need to go to, the things they need to see, and the places they need to go eat when they're in Wilmington. The first one that we shared is a picture of a really cool, swanky looking restaurant or club. What are we looking at here? Tell us about it, Nick.
Yeah, so swanky is the right word. This is the Simmer Down Bar in the Coin Hotel. So the Coin is in downtown Wilmington. It's right in the center, the heart of it. It's a really nice boutique, like new kind of style hotel, but with it feels very, like you said, swanky, very, very 20s through 60s. Whenever I'm in there having a cocktail, whatever, I feel like, Don Draper from Mad Men or whatever. It's very much that kind of vibe. Yeah. It's called the Simmer Down, and it's got very limited hours. It's a very it feels very intimate and very private and very like when you're in there, it feels like you only knew about it because you were invited. So it's very one cool. Of those types of cool.
Do you places. Have to go through a secret door to get in?
No, that's not a secret door, but it definitely feels that way. But one of the cool things, one of the reasons I wanted to highlight the Simmer Down is because it was actually just listed on Esquire's top bars in the United States. So, very cool for a small little like new bar in Wilmington, Delaware to be highlighted amongst some of the best bars, in the country. So it's definitely if you're traveling through Wilmington, if you're maybe flying out of the Philly airport or something like that, and you have some hours to kill, don't go to the airport bar, go to the Coin, check out the Simmer Down. It's a very, very cool spot.
That's very cool. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to move on. It looks like this is a development, I believe, that you had shared with us. You want to speak to this?
Yeah. So I'm still seeing the picture of the Simmer Down, but there it is. Yep. Okay. So the image is kind of blurry, so you can't see the key, but that's okay. This is a drawing concept of a brand new town that's being built in Delaware called Whitehall, the town of Whitehall. It's technically not in Wilmington. It's actually in what's called Middletown, which is a little south of Wilmington. But this town is the first town to be built or kind of incorporated in Delaware for over 100 years. So it's a very exciting and kind of the concept for this town is that everything's walkable. Everything's like a walk or a bike ride away. It's, new constructed houses, really well done. I've been seeing some of the pictures and some of the listings that they have already out there. Some of them are really impressive homes at reasonable, normal market prices. So they're not outrageously priced. And what's exciting about it for me is I'm very much the type of person who I like founding, being a found, in college, I was a founding father of Kappa Sigma, my fraternity. And so,
oh, nice.
Like for me, it's somewhere I would consider buying real estate because, to be in the ground floor of a new town, that's exciting. And that's something new for the state of Delaware. With businesses just starting to open up there's really a lot of opportunity for growth, for industry to kind of grow there, as well as if you buy your property at opening bid price in Whitehall 10 years 20 years from now, who knows what that would be worth, but it's obviously worth more than it is today. So the upward potential of your investment there is what's super exciting for real estate investors and people who just want to raise their family in a new town that's walkable and bike rideable and with parks and all sorts of stuff. So it's a very exciting area in Middletown.
Absolutely. Okay. I want to share this. It almost looks like a mansion that from a different area. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, so this is the mansion at Rockwood Park. So this is in kind of this is in like North Wilmington, the Ninth Ward technically.
Okay.
It's a late 1800s mansion. Shipley, who was a guy who came over from England, he had this house built on an estate in Wilmington. And now it's a really cool museum. They do all sorts of like they do yoga out on the lawn. They have ghost tours, which is a lot of fun. They also have the Carriage House, which is a wedding venue and large event venue. And I'm actually getting married there in September.
Wow.
So I wanted to,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. So I wanted to highlight that because it's a beautiful spot. They're having this weekend, actually, they're having their annual ice cream social. It's like an old fashioned ice cream social with live music and stuff. So it's a really cool spot. We used to take the dogs, we still do take the dogs for walks there around the grounds and in the forestry around there and around the mansion. So very cool spot, beautiful in the summer and the fall and the spring and the winter, but really, really great spot to go and have an outdoor event. They do Shakespeare in the park. It's a lot of fun there. And then you can take a tour of the mansion too. It's very, very historical. There's a lot of old art. There's a lot of old furniture and like the clothing of the family that used to live there. Very, very cool. And of course, beautiful spot to get married to. So that's a lot of it. That's very exciting for us.
I'm excited for you. It looks like a wonderful venue. It looks like a great place for folks to go just have a special meal or evening. And speaking of the special meal and summertime, it's a great time to, of course, get out and have a glass of wine after a long day. This looks like a really cool venue. Where is this one, Nick?
Yeah, so this picture is taken from Kid Shalene's in the Brandmar Plaza. So Kid Shalene's has two locations, Brandmar Plaza, which is off Marsh Road in Wilmington, and then Trolley Square, which is kind of like the newer, not newer, but younger crowd. That's like where like the walkable bars and things like that are. But the Trolley Square in Brandmar, or I'm sorry, the Kid Shalene's in Brandmar has this really nice outdoor patio and bar. They play live music there. They've got all sorts of events going on. So on a summer night, you need your glass of Cab or your Sauvignon Blanc or whatever it is out by the fire. It's a very cool spot to relax and hang out, maybe listen to an acoustic set. And it's Kid Shalene's is one of my and my friends and family's favorite restaurants in town. Both locations are very cool. They do a really great job. Their management, their service, their food, everything's top notch there, and it doesn't break the bank. So that's why we like hanging out at Kid Shalene's.
Okay. Outstanding. Okay, and you got to show me where you got this picture from.
Yes, so that is a burger from Kid Shalene's.
Oh my gosh!
They're known for their burgers. They're called the Charcoal House. And so they're known for the burger. And so what I really love on my burger personally, that's probably the blue because it's got blue cheese on it with bacon.
Yeah.
But what I love on my burger, they've got these like pickled jalapeno onions that are like spicy and sweet, but also pickled. So it's very, very good. Very good burgers. You could build your own, or they have a ton of different menu options that you could choose from. But every time, especially the Trolley Square location, if you're just outside, you can smell the grill going back there. It's a very good spot.
And they are not being stingy with the bacon and the blue cheese and all that. That's what does he call it? Flavor Town. That's Flavor Town right there.
Yeah, it's a great burger there at Kid Shalene's. And I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure, or maybe I just noted, but at Kid Shalene's, actually, I don't know if this is live or it's going to be produced, but today's Wednesday.
Produced.
Tomorrow, on Thursday, the 27th. So I'm going to be there, but at 3:00, Glenn Howerton of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He played Dennis, or plays
Oh,
Dennis
yeah.
in Always Sunny. Those guys are releasing, or they have released, a new whiskey called Four
Yeah.
Walls. So he's actually going to be at the Trolley Square location of Kid Shalene's to promote it at 3:00 tomorrow. So I will be there.
That is so cool.
Tasting that whiskey and meeting Dennis from It's Always Sunny. So that's an exciting event.
Cool. And since you're up in that, Wilmington and Philly area, I've got to show some, pizza here. You shared a great picture of some place that you got some amazing pizza. Where was that?
Yeah. So this, it's my personal opinion, but it's not my own opinion. A lot of people I know share it, is that this is the best pizza in Delaware, especially Wilmington, but I would say all of the state of Delaware. This is La Pizzeria Metro. It's off Marsh Road in what's called Miller Station, the Miller Road Station.
I see their picture now. Yep.
Yeah. So that's the staff. That's a lot of the staff at La Pizzeria Metro. It's a really cool spot in a historical building. And I mean, the pizza is awesome. They've got a ton of different options as far as pre-built pizzas. The one in front of us is actually called the Market Street. It's like your meat lovers pizza. But you've got a ton of options there. What I like about the menu at La Pizzeria Metro is that almost everything they make is in-house. They make their own fresh mozzarella. They make the sauce. They make the dough, and it's a brick oven, wood-fired pie every time. So, you never walk away with an empty stomach, and you never walk away like, oh, that didn't taste so good. Everything there is delicious. And the other thing that's cool about the location that it's in, it's like I said, it's called the Miller Road Station. It was an old DuPont experimental station, like 100 or so years ago.
Wow.
And it, over years and years, they had to make sure that, the ground was clean and there was no contamination and all of that stuff. But finally, they were able to make it work, and it's totally safe now. But in that, it's like an L-shaped building. In that corner, you've got a brewery, Wilmington Brew Works, which we could focus on another episode.
Yeah, we've got to bring that back.
Yeah, Wilmington Brew Works is awesome. And then there's also Sleeping Bird Coffee. Again, another place we could talk about.
Yeah, my wife would definitely want us to have a coffee segment. Let's talk about that next time too.
Sure. And then La Pizzeria Metro. So you've got your pizza, your coffee, and your beer all in one building. You could spend your entire day there.
I love it.
And have everything you need. So that's a really cool spot.
Just gonna be some football to watch in the fall, and I've got my whole day covered. That's great.
Yep, exactly. It's truly, on a Sunday, you go into Sleeping Bird, you have your coffee, you run into Metro, maybe you grab your lunch, you bring your pie over to the brewery, you hang out, you drink a bunch of beers, and then at the end of the day, once the game's over, you go back to Metro for dessert, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, you guys are spoiled Philly fans right now. You've got a great baseball team. Your football team is perennially a great team. Yeah, you just got great sports in general. So lots of good things to do. But as I said, Nick works in Wilmington, Delaware, and Philly. So if you're someone who is thinking about moving to either market, he's a great person to talk to. If you're in need of a professional, feel free to click the link below. There will be a link below to get in contact with us and get in contact with Nick. And we want to thank you for taking the time to tune in. Again, Zach with New 2 Media. Nick, thanks so much for joining us, and look forward to having you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm in Wilmington and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But I'm the entire state of Delaware and the entire state of Pennsylvania. So if you're looking in the southeastern region, anywhere like Westchester or Glen Mills, Chadsford, Kennett Square, Philadelphia proper, or anywhere in Delaware, I'm happy to help.
Fantastic. Thanks again for joining us, Nick, and hope to see you again soon, folks.
See ya.